see you have a pork loin, and you're pretty much fan of way huge.
I'm a big fan of George Tripp's, I'll tell you that for free. George, I use some of George's stuff. I like his ring modulator. I like his green rhino. Some of his boosts are really cool. The pork loin for this rig works because it's basically overdrive on overdrive. Everything is overdrive on overdrive because I don't use a clean signal. The tube screamer is just for boost. So it's the fuzz face is obvious. Everything's set to the right. And that's the second fuzz face George ever built for me, and which led to the development of the signature copper top fuzz face.
Okay.
But I'm a firm believer, and I'm not gluttonous, so I'm like I never switched it out. It's like it works fine for me, this one, and they're the same as the ones you can buy in the store. So I'm like just left it. This is the Layla ABC. I have not found a better pedal for my application than this. Essentially, what it is all the alternate amps go into the A, B, or C, and that's either Category 5, that's clean Van Wilden, and that's lead Van Wilden, and then it's split off with this Whirlwind ABY selector. I have not found a better one of those either. ABY. Whirlwinds are the best in my opinion. So essentially the 2555 is A, and all three of the alternates are B. So you switch your ABC off of B. So it's just a stereo setup. And then the full tone tremolo, super trem. The pork loin, which is I'll demonstrate. It does a really great, like, very. You want that Gilmore thing? That happening, that's the one to call on, and then micro flange. Good for making different. I don't like subtle effects. I like things if you turn them on. It radically, people out the front notice the change. I use this Korg G4. I have 3 of the original ones. This is one of the 3. In the States, I use the Hughes and Kettner because I can't get the. Over here would be Euro power, and I can't find a.
Right.
I can't get the power right away. They make them in Euro power, but it doesn't work for this pedal board. It's just a long story short. So I just brought the Korg over so I can run it off the Voodoo Labs power supply. And I used to drag around a real Leslie, and I spent all day long trying to get it to come. I had tube screamers in front of it.
It's very, very
and I had
complicated
I had to do the wedges, and I had it this, that, and there was 3 mics on it. And I said, you know what? For what I need it for, this is fine. Completely fine.
Same thing.
Defy you to tell the difference.
Warren told us. He said, man, it's so bitchy to carry that Leslie around and around.
And it's tough to get it to ground out. It's tough to get the. And here's the newest addition to the fine line of Joe Bonamassa products. Is the Crybaby, which again, George Trips has been building me fuzz faces and Crybabies for years, just custom one-off stuff because I like a really wide sweep, and I don't like the true bypass. I like it old school. So he's been building me these like 1967 Halo clones for years.
Okay.
Been the same thing. Same thing with the fuzz faces. Built the custom one-off ones, and basically mine was one of the ones Eric Johnson didn't like because it didn't have enough gain, but it works for humbuckers.
Okay.
Where he uses more single coil stuff.
Right.
So we developed this wah, and it's a handful, but I love it. accurate to an original 67 model Crybaby.
So is there a special filter in it? Like,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
These go to 11, right? It's like the Spinal Tap. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay.
There is a switch for true bypass or not. I obviously use the not, and it. See, it almost gets like microphonic, but you get some really good feedback from it. That's why I say when I said it was a handful, it's like you really got to manipulate it. It's not going to do all. You kind of like position the guitar like so. So it's very expressive. It's very much, if you listen to old Hendrix stuff,
right,
where he would walk up to the thing and like, and it's like, it makes some cool old school noises. So they've done really well for us, and I can't thank Dunlop enough for doing it. It's like it's a real honor to have these things, and that's it. I use Klotz Cabling, Germany. They believe around in here, Munich, and I've been using these Klotz. Basically, I used to use wireless, and then one day the wireless failed, and I plugged in the Klotz straight out of the back of the wireless.
Silent cable.
Yeah, these are Neutrik ends, but these are the Klotz wires, and I plugged them directly in, and I was like, man, I've been spending the last 3 years of my life losing a lot of response in bottom end, and I said ever since then, I said, I'll go back to the cable.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it. So,
Good
and that's the setup.
Joe,
That's the setup.
thank you so much
No
for having
problem.
us here, and it was an honor for us. Es war eine Ehre,
It's an honor
Rick
for me.
Rundown gehabt zu haben.